so they can, you know, make a way for themselves. Young men, you know, we got the rough end of it, and but it was a good thing because we were able to educate ourselves and stay positive in what we were doing, because then you would, you know, it was always about getting married and having a family, and that was a good thing. But then again, it was a bad thing because, see, we have to be involved with both of the children and what they're doing, and you know, getting educated and doing something positive with themselves. Because once you get to that point where you have did something good for yourself, then you can do good for somebody else. That's all I have to say.
Just a quick point, trying to keep your comments and responses to the bill so we can get as many people as possible.
I'll try to make mine real short. First, I just want to say thanks to Kings for showing up, wanting to be on the panel. I want to start off by piggybacking on what the gentleman said right here in reference to the negative image that's being pushed out. Like he talked about the Camden Ward. Like I want to add in 3 6 Mafia from the movie. I forget the movie. Hustle and Flow. They wanted Camden Ward for the best song in the movie, and it was hard for a pimp out here now. Come on now. So I want to make sure that we're looking at how we're being portrayed and what's really going on. And I want to piggyback on these two gentlemen over here, Patan, the brother to his right, in reference to consistency. For me, it's about consistency. I understand Tyler Perry may have deep issues that you may have alluded to, the issues that he is addressing through his artwork, but what about what you're portraying all the time? Give us a variety. If you're going to show 3 movies of one particular way, show something different. Like I give John Singleton a whole lot of credit. He gave a whole bunch of varieties in his movies. He started out with Boys in the Hood, then he went to Higher Learning, then he went to Rosewood, then he went to, I forget the 4th movie, but he gave us a variety. Just I think it was his 4th movie. He gave us a variety. He addressed all the issues. As my brother talking about positive image, we're not getting no positive images in no way, shape, or form. And I think the question is why. And my man right here say, you know, you go in there with a conscious mind, I'll make it real quick, go in there with a conscious mind, but everybody, like you said, ain't there, and we need to have some kind of image to show them. The people that are fortunate enough to do these things, how come they don't put out more positive images for the young generation to go at? Because a lot of them ain't listening to us, really they're not. So they're listening to their friend or they hear on radio and movies and things of that nature. So if we can give them something positive to look at, then that's another outlet for them. That's all I have to say. I want to make sure.
I think the teenagers are acting exactly like they're supposed to act, given the community and environment in which they were raised. Somebody said something to Dr. King one time about all this crime and this stuff in the black community. He said ignorance, poverty, and disease breeds crime. So until things change, do not expect the children to have respect. They don't get respect. There's no respect. Everything they see is a result. That child, whatever he's about, is a result from whatever the adults and the parents are about. That's what. And I want to make a little quick thing on Tyler Perry. Kind of like some of Tyler Perry stuff. Now I live in a senior citizen. I'm a senior citizen. I live in a senior citizen building. One of the most indulged things, movies that they watch on TV, a little, what you call it, sitcoms, is the Browns and the Paynes. And I'm the only one in the room just sitting furious because I don't like those images. I don't like those images. It's as if I was looking back in the 1940s with the, you know, man, I'm tired, you know, and I hate that. I really, and everybody seems to enjoy it except me. I hate that. I hate images of, they watch the country and western. That's the station that stays on all the time. And they're still cheering, the white folks running in and you know, it's kind of stuff. And I'm the only one that's sitting there mad. Everybody wants to beat me up because I'm always saying the envelope, making everybody upset, and I'm too serious and this kind of thing. So I understood what my brother was saying over here. You know, but whatever the children are result. I have no problem with the children as a result. See, it's a result. If you make a dough to make biscuits, every time you make that recipe, you're gonna get biscuits. You see what I'm saying? So these children are clearly a result of just a symptom of a larger problem, which is us. And if we can't get it together for them, do not expect them to, you know, they might come up and pop you right upside the head, shoot you upside the head. Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
How the media paints us as negatively as they do, not all the time, but a majority of the time. And I would like to piggyback off a point that my elder made, that I actually got lauded for. I do have a huge problem with the fact that we as a people give awards for parts such as Halle Berry winning an Oscar for Monsters Ball and Denzel Washington winning for his part in, what was the name of the movie? Training Day. But they wouldn't give an Oscar to Angela Bassett, who, although, you know, she portrayed somebody in a negative situation, she overcame that situation, and she was lauded as a very strong black woman, but she didn't win for that. I got looked at negatively because I felt like the media was, no offense, the media almost was doing the black people a favor by giving us an Oscar, but they only gave it to us because they felt like they owed us something. Well, let me get a nigga something because they did what we expect them to do. Really? Are we supposed to accept that? Am I supposed to accept the image that I'm a woman getting banged on the floor by a white man because I'm lonely and for whatever random reason? Am I supposed to accept the fact that Denzel Washington has all these good parts? You didn't win an Oscar for Glory. You didn't win an Oscar for Malcolm X, which he should have won. But he won for playing the nigga cop. Really? Really? That's a problem for me. That's a huge problem for me. The last panel I was discussing, I went to Accra, Africa, and a lot of the children there assumed that whatever they see on TV about us is true because they don't see anything else. They see BET Uncut. They see Nelly Tip Drill. They see Monsters Ball. They see Training Day. They see these images, but they don't see the, you know, Angela Bassett's. They don't see the Tandy Newtons in her good performances. They don't see the good, wholesome people and the good, wholesome media that we try to put out. So I do think that media, in a sense, is totally irresponsible when it comes to African American people, but I also think that we have to be accountable for the stuff that we put out. If you don't want people to look at us like a bunch of niggas, stop putting out niggerish stuff for them to put that label on us. That's all I'm gonna say on that.